If you don't shut the frick up, I will put a cactus so far up your a-hole, you'll have more pricks in your mouth than Pride Month, you worthless organization. The dude with the beard looks like his parents created him with the Skyrim character creator. What do you think of Indian purple frogs? They are built like a deformed ass cheek. KSI seems like the guy to pronounce tube like tube. Zwicky was an atheist. He is remembered as both a genius and a curmudgeon. One of his favorite insults was to refer to people he did not approve of as spherical bastards, because, he explained, they were bastards no matter which way one looked at them. Lil Pump the type of guy to lock himself in a motorcycle. Lil Pump the type of guy to cancel his doctor appointment because he is sick. Lil Pump the type of guy to rehearse what he's going to say at his funeral. 1,000-pound sister star Tammy Slaton comes out as pansexual. Licking the pans clean doesn't count as pansexual. The backpack kid looks like if Lil Peep tried drugs and became sleep deprived in middle school and flexed about it. I'm not upset with you, per se, I'm just disappointed that you exist and that you aren't even apologetic about it. Drake is the type of guy who puts lipstick on his forehead to make up his mind. Florida man aged 37 arrested for kidnapping 27 people and forcing them to play Yahtzee for 36 hours straight. Thanks Florida man. He looks like Ronald McDonald but in human form and on a ton of crack. Every time Elon speaks, it looks like he's having to translate binary code into English. Shaq dressed like a drug dealer who writes poems. The acting in this video is so horrible, you could power San Francisco for a whole month using just the rotational energy from how fast Shakespeare is rolling in his grave right now. Last year Dr. Amanda Hess was in the hospital and about to give birth when she overheard there was another pregnant woman whose baby was in distress. The on-call doctor wasn't at the hospital yet, so Hess delivered the baby before giving birth to her own. I'm not saying you're not the favorite sibling, but mom literally chose to deliver another child before you. If a British person was a cat, they would be this cat. Why does Lil Xan look like every girl's first lesbian girlfriend? Her IQ is so high that it loops around and forms negative digits. There's more D in your personality than your boxes. Meal Team 6. This guy's middle finger looking like the Elder Wand. He looks like an aggressive Skittle. You are so stupid, you'd trip over a cordless phone. Ice Cube is like the teacher that gives you a smiley sticker for effort, then calls your parents calling you a disappointment. Why the frick is this guy shaped like a thumb? This guy looks like a blood donor who couldn't say no. Nobody asked. Go away, you smug gas tortoise. I bet you drink low-fat water. You look like someone from Afghanistan who went to Russia, then the USA. Is no one going to talk about the news anchor and how he looks like he climbed out of a coffin to go to work? Kim Kardashian files for divorce from Kanye West. The Amazon River runs for thousands of miles. At some points it runs through areas of the rainforest that are almost untouched and have been barely explored. Because of the porous limestone in these areas, the river water leaks through the stone and travels deep into the earth, and forms underground pools almost a mile below the surface. Over thousands of years, small blind transparent fish have lived and evolved in these pools. These fish have never seen the sun's surface and have never been seen by the human eye. These fish care more about this than I do. To correct the plane to fly safely and they can't. She looks like the type of girl to ask for the manager at Starbucks, then give the manager a 15-minute argument about how using almond milk in coffee is abusive to the almonds. Wow, this is the first time the VA 17-inch wheels aren't the ugliest thing in the picture. There is more potential in a white crayon than you. The year was 2007. I was the bassist in an amateur Christian band. Jude was in Psalm 41. Since humans have a habit of laughing in serious situations, a funeral is literally more likely to make you laugh than Amy Schumer. What a freaking moron. It pisses me off that his friends and family probably think he's such a great guy, and yet he's an absolute shiz-filled macaroon. Jerry is so weird looking, he looks like a healthy crackhead. I think a wrinkle just formed in my otherwise smooth brain. Probably just a cramp from trying to read. Eat a banana and it will smooth back out. He looks like a Humpty Dumpty in the JoJo art style. He probably licks his finger before swiping on his phone. This dude been on 1% and airplane mode for a while now. Why is she talking about originality when she literally copied Dora the Explorer's hair? Why does Sean Penn look like he drank from the wrong grail? Imagine being named Dewberry. Imagine looking like an eggplant with a wig on. I was wearing a plaid skirt and some dude cat called me, and I didn't turn around, so he said, "Whatever, picnic table ass beach, LMFAOOOOO." This guy has so much fake tan, it's starting to look like a hate crime. Charles is the kid that set off the fire alarm as a kid whenever he smelled toast. 6,600 languages in the world, and you decide you wanna talk shiz. She's like really cute girl version of Nicolas Cage. What the frick? After 2 months training jaw. Mother freaker looks like he can drink peanut butter with a straw. Sean Paul is the first human in history that speaks doctor's handwriting. He looks like he's suppressing the urge to blink horizontally. Looks like he got diagnosed with depression from a BuzzFeed quiz. Mom's potato staring at me across the room. This dog looks exactly like what Renaissance era painters thought dogs looked like. Gordon Ramsay's son is so cute, but he already looks prepared to call folks idiots and widgets. He looks like he criticizes the taste of breast milk. His head is shaped like one of those deformed peanut M&Ms that you sometimes find in the bag. If the captain of the Titanic had 24 hours notice of the iceberg and intentionally steered into it, he still would have been better at his job than the developers of this game. Gus kind of looks like a microwave Leonardo DiCaprio. What's a gender neutral word you could use for your spouse? Husband, wifesband. I may be stupid. This is a text version of looking for your glasses when they are on your head. Jake looks like the Jurassic Park scientists tried to clone Rick Astley, but instead of tree frog genes, they used Tom Scott's. Eyebrow rate my fit 1 to 10. You look like the coat hanger. No smoking. Your life may be worthless, but our petrol is very costly. Back home after 3 days of shows fixing to run 5 miles. Testosterone levels over 900. This is what libtards fear. Looks like the type of dude who can only achieve orgasm by hotboxing himself with his own farts under the sheets. It's because of this kind of people why the Power Rangers say their colors. People run from rain, but sit in bathtubs full of water. Charles Bukowski. Wow, Bukowski so profound. Do you also bathe fully clothed duty head? Oh, isn't it funny that a person will eat when they're hungry, but will duck if you throw an apple at their face? His food expires by the time it goes down his neck. He looks like an early PS3 cutscene character. The neck to hairline ratio is too unbalanced. Men post as marshals to avoid masks at Florida resort. Authorities say, dude on the left just looks like a Walmart version of the dude on the right. She looks like if the table on the back of the class was a person. Tired of not being able to go to the mall because everybody thinks I'm Taylor Swift. Unless she trips over while walking down a hill, there's nothing Swift about that woman. Hello Raymond, surprised to see me. Well, I didn't say Bloody Mary 3 times, so, yes. Dude looks like a discounted Adam Sandler with Kevin Hart's height. My 3-year-old is not vaccinated and there is currently a measles outbreak in my state. Any suggestions for precautions I can take to protect her would be very much appreciated. It's simple. You take a handful of rose petals, crush them with some rosemary, and rub a purified crystal on it under a full moon. Then, you take that, sell it to some idiot, and use the money to pay for a damn measles vaccine.